I think Phonics Shed has had a really big impact. I've noticed such a change, especially in the children's spelling, especially learning the different digraphs for the same sounds. It's been fantastic because last year we had a different scheme. I found that they kept reverting back to the phase 3 sort of sounds, the phase 3 digraphs. And it was really hard to get them to remember to use the new ones that we've learned. But with the story and the songs and the actions, it's really helped them to remember which ones to use in their writing.
Yeah, Phonics Shed has a really positive impact in reception for us. The children really enjoy their phonics lessons. They love learning the new characters, and it seems to be that they're really remembering the characters and remembering the actions really well. All of them are remembering them. And like Bethan says, the songs and the stories really help, and it just creates a narrative for every single lesson that continues obviously in the stories, and really help with their wanting to write and wanting to read as well.
Shed has had a good impact on personally my work-life balance, particularly regarding planning phonics, because it's all just there ready for you. Obviously you look over it beforehand, but everything is literally just a click of the button. You can just go on and all the resources are there that you need. I know with some other schemes when we had to get everything ready and find different cards, whereas with it all being on the website, it's so much easier to use and easier to access.
And really useful for us, again, in reception, because there's lots of examples of activities that we can do with each sound as well. So it helps us with our continuous provision and ideas for that. And again, keeps the children continuously learning all of the new sounds throughout the week.
Definitely. And can I just say as well, with the resources that come with it, they're brilliant because all the activities are quite different. So it's not like the same activity over and over again. They get to use lots of different ones so that it never get bored, but it's still helping them with their phonics. I think it's also really great with phonics with the assessment tool with Phonics Shed. It's brilliant because it's so easy to use, and you can clearly see the sounds that the children are able to remember and the sounds that they need to work on. So we've done it at the end of every half term, and already we've seen that most of them have all the sounds that we've learned. Most of them have been able to retain that, and any few that they were slightly struggling with, we've been able to pick them up really easily, do those interventions that are needed, and then they're able to get them.
And I like that the assessment allows you to choose whether they know the sound or they don't know the sound, or whether they're nearly there, and being able to see that in a list of children in your class and think, right, okay, we maybe need to do some intervention as a whole class on this, or use the intervention resources that Phonics Shed provides as well, to help those children with those specific sounds that we can easily see that they need to work on.
I think they work really well. The children seem to really enjoy all of it, and it just helps them to retain the information, and I think it's worked brilliantly.
Yeah, and a lot of the resources we do use in our continuous provision as well, and we send some of the letter formation sheets home, things like that with them each day to practice. So all the intervention resources aren't just useful for specific small group interventions. We use them as a whole class as well.
I think sometimes because the English language is a little bit tricky and with all the different sounds, sometimes it can be very overwhelming, but the way that the books work and they're all linked to the sounds, and it's not any sounds that they haven't learned yet, so it's all stuff that they're very confident and comfortable with, just introducing that new sound that they from that lesson. I think it just really gives them the confidence to go for it, and we've seen it with their writing. This year they seem so much more confident writing, sort of anything, remembering the sounds that they've learned. I think, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, and like the early stages of reading for our reception children, seeing them sounding out words and using those actions to sound out the words all the time, always remembering the actions, which sometimes I have to look at the children to remember them, and they're so good at remembering them all. But it's also great that there are the reading books for the children based on a specific sound. So you've got the actual physical books. So if you know that a child needs to work on a specific sound, you can read a nice book with them with lovely illustrations as well. You haven't just got to give them sheets of paper or something like that.
I just say another great thing about it, and in the stories, some of the words aren't quite words that they would have come across before, which I think is brilliant, because in the phonics screening, those are the words that normally catch them out. So it's really great that they're being introduced to those words and they're understanding the meaning of them because they're in a story, which you wouldn't normally get at that sort of age. So. I'd probably say the books. The books are my favourite resource. The children absolutely, and the songs actually, they absolutely love the songs. Every time is it the song time yet? They love it really.
Yeah, I think that the good thing is that there's a mixture of digital resources and physical resources as well. Like as a teacher, having the ebooks are brilliant because we can put them up on the interactive boards, and obviously then the whole class can see them really easily instead of having to just use a small physical book and people can't see the illustrations and they can't see the words, all the new vocabulary as well that they're being introduced to. So I wouldn't say a favourite resource, but like that there's the mixture of resources for both the children and the teachers. Our parents really like that we send home the letter formation sheets and they get to practice the new sounds at home. And they say that the children really enjoy doing them as soon as they get home as well. I think it's also good because the children are learning so much about the vocabulary around phonics as well, things like digraphs, that a lot of parents don't know that terminology, and they're going home and their parents are learning it from the children as well. So we're getting really good feedback. Quite funny sometimes hearing the parents say about, they've come home and they were doing this action, and out of context, some of it can seem a bit bizarre.
Say to any school that's considering it to definitely go for it, because I just think it's honestly amazing and it's worked so well. The children love it, I love it, I just think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I'd say exactly the same. If any schools are out there thinking about looking into Phonics Shed, definitely go for it. Lots of great resources, even interactive games on there as well, which we use on the interactive board. It's had a real positive impact on us as teachers and the children, and we're definitely going to continue with it.